and thank you ever so much for joining me for today. Today we're going to be doing a bit of a full body stretch, just to relax those muscles, take a breather. So make sure you've got a bit of space around you, have a bit of you time. So make sure you've got your mat and some comfortable clothing as well. I'm in Bali today. It's a little bit windy, and it's still absolutely beautiful. It is breathtaking. So let's go into a relaxing full body stretch today. So what we're going to do is come to the edge of our mat and we're going to do a bit of a roll down. So we're going to take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, chin to the chest, start to engage that core, relax the arms out in front, take your time. You've got 33 vertebrae in the spine. Focus on rolling yourself down. If you want to give the arms a bit of a wiggle, release all that tension there. If you want to go for a few bounces, if you want to hold those elbows and go from side to side, you're welcome to. Enjoy that stretch in that lower back. Lovely. From here, we're going to take those hands out, walk them out. We're going to drop down those hips. So have the hands under the shoulders, drop those hips down, push away from the mat. If that is too much for that spine, you can take it down onto the forearms. That's absolutely fine. But push away if you can. Breathe into that stretch. Wonderful. And then if you're able to, we're going to look over to one side. Keep breathing. And then inhale. On the exhale, we're going to look over to the other side. Breathe into it. And then gently back to center. Wonderful. From there, take it back into child's pose. If you want to open up the hips, have a slightly wider stance with the knees. Just come into that stretch. Bring the thumbs together so they're touching. Extend those fingertips. Feel that stretch across the upper back. Lovely. Nice big inhale. On the exhale, gently release. Good. Okay, from here we're going to come into an all fours position. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We're then going to bring the chin up, point that tailbone away, and then round the back. Squeeze the chin to the chest, squeeze the core. And just go between those two movements. Same again, you've got 33 vertebrae in the spine. So we're just mobilizing that spine. Taking some nice deep breaths. Always think inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Good. And then come back to center. From here, we're going to look to the left, bring the bottom to the left. Look to the right, bring the bottom to the right. So start to feel a gentle stretch in that lower back. It's also quite nice to move the spine this sort of direction because it's not something we do on a day-to-day basis. Good. Let's go one more either side. And then back to center. From here, we're going to round the back. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, slowly rock back. So inhale forward. Exhale back. Squeeze the core. Take your time. See how far you can comfortably rock back. We're just opening up the lumbar part of the spine. So that's that lower back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Two more. Keep breathing. Last one. Wonderful. Take it all the way back to child's pose. Have those hands right out in front. Reach. Deepen that stretch. Wonderful. We're then going to walk both hands over to the side. Feel that stretch right in that armpit. Breathe into that stretch. And then inhale. On the exhale, walk both hands over to the other side. Hold that stretch. Breathe into it. And then we're going to come back to center. Extend the fingertips as far as you comfortably can. Nice big inhale. On the exhale, gently release. Good. Lovely. Okay, we're going to come back into our all fours position and we're just going to open up those hips. So we're going to draw some circles with our tailbone. So you can keep the movement nice and small if you'd like to. You can make it slightly bigger. So you're drawing nice big circles with that tailbone, shifting that weight forward and backwards. Good, and then change the direction. So if you want to start small, you can. Really mobilize those hips, and then we're going to make the circles even bigger. Good, really shifting that weight. One more. And then back to center. Lovely. Okay, from here we're going to take one leg out in front. You should then be feeling that stretch down the front of that thigh there. If you want to increase that stretch, you've got your normal neutral pelvis. If you tuck under the tailbone, that will increase that stretch. If you want to increase it even further, take it forward and open up into that kneeling position. Lovely. If you want to increase that stretch and deepen it just a little bit more, you're going to raise the arms up towards the ceiling. Good. Breathe into it. Lovely. Nice big inhale. On the exhale, gently release the arms down. We're going to take it into pigeon pose if we can. So you're going to bend the front leg, extend the back leg. If that's too much, stay in that lunge position. That's absolutely fine. But bend the front leg, extend the back leg. Feel that stretch in your bottom cheek and down the front of that thigh. Lovely. So you can either stay upright if you want, or if you want to take it down just to increase that glute stretch, then please do. Same again, keep breathing. Inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Good, keep hold. 3, 2, 1, and then gently up. Lovely. Okay, we're going to change it on to the other side. So nice and gracefully changing over. So other leg out in front. Same again, tuck under that tailbone. Feel that stretch on the front of the thigh. If you can, take it forward. Come into that stretch. Lovely. And then if you want to deepen it, take the arms up. Sink into it. And then inhale. On the exhale, take those arms down. Lovely. So either stay in that lunge position, or if you can, into that pigeon. Front leg bent, back leg extended. Feel that stretch in the glute, down the front of that thigh, into that hip flexor. Wonderful. And then if you can and want to, take it all the way down. Try and relax as much as you can. I know this one's quite difficult. It's quite an advanced movement, but do what you can. Breathe. Good, keep hold. 3, 2, and 1. Gently come out, untangle. Brilliant. Okay, let's take one leg bent, extend the other leg. We're going to go into your lower back here. So we're going to sit up as tall as we can. Nice big inhale. On the exhale, sit up and hinge at the hip. Reach as far as you comfortably can, and we're aiming to stretch out that lower back. So just keep hold of that stretch. Good. If you can't quite reach your foot, that's absolutely fine. Just hold on and gently stretch out that lower back. If you want to increase it, other arm comes up and over. And we're going to try and look up towards the ceiling. So if you look down, it will be more of a hamstring stretch. If you rotate up, it will be into that lower back, into that QL, quadratus lumboris there. So breathe into that stretch. And then take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, gently come up. Lovely. Okay, let's go on to the other side. So extend the other leg, bend this one here. Sit up as tall as you possibly can, lengthen through the spine. You're going to take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, sit up, hinge at the hip, reach as far as you comfortably can, and each side will be different. So one side might be slightly tighter than the other, and that is okay. And then if you can, increase it, reaching up and over. Same again, looking up towards the ceiling there, feeling that stretch in that lower back. Good, hold, breathe. Happy thoughts. Lovely, keep hold. 3, 2, 1, and then gently untangle. Wonderful. We're going to bring the feet together now. Drop down at the sides of those knees. We're going to open up those hips. So I like just to have a little bit of play and just see, does one hip feel a bit tighter than the other? Can one hip go down a little bit lower than the other? So for example, I know my left hip doesn't open up as much. So just kind of clock that, just see whether there's any resistance. So feet together, nice big inhale. On the exhale, we're just going to lean forward into it. You should then be feeling that stretch in the groin, in the inner thigh, really opening up the hip. Lovely. Keep hold of that stretch. Breathe. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Good. Keep hold. 3, 2, 1. Very gently ease it out. Wonderful. Okay, extend those legs out in front. I'm going to come sideways. You're then going to bring one knee over and give it a hug. So this will be a lovely bottom cheek stretch. And then if you want, we're going to add some rotation. So you're going to look over your bent knee and hold that stretch. Getting a beautiful spine twist. Wonderful. To increase that, if you want the elbow, rather than hugging the knee, you're going to bring the elbow on the front of the thigh to increase that stretch there. And then inhale. On the exhale, gently release. Good. Changing other side. So give the other knee a hug first off. Sit up as tall as you possibly can. Add that rotation if you'd like to. Same again, if you want to increase it, bring that elbow to the front of the thigh instead. Good, hold that stretch. And then inhale. On the exhale, gently release and come back to center. Extend both legs out in front. We're going to go into a hamstring stretch. So we're going to take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, reach up towards the ceiling, hinge at the hips, chin to the chest, and reach as far as you comfortably can, feeling that stretch right in the back of the legs. Hold it there for a moment. Nice deep breaths. Good. Relax as much as you can. And then inhale. On the exhale, gently release. Come up. Give the legs a little bit of a shake. Ease it off. We're going to go once more. See whether we can increase that stretch of the hamstrings. So sitting up as tall as you can, nice big inhale. On the exhale, reach up and hinge forward, lengthen through the spine. See whether you can just relax into it. Feel that stretch. Keep breathing. Keep hold. 3, 2, 1, and gently release. Oh, wonderful. Okay, we're going to come back into an all fours position, and we're just going to open up the shoulder. So all fours position, we're going to thread the needle. So bring one arm through. The important thing is you relax the head down on the mat. Bring the arm out in front and feel a stretch down the shoulder. Lovely. Relax the neck, that's the important bit. Hold that stretch. Focus on that breathing. So that will be shoulder and then into that shoulder blade as well. Wonderful. Breathe. 3, 2, 1, and gently back to center. Good. Change it on to the other side. So thread that arm through. Relax the neck down. Open up the shoulder where that scapula is. Good. Breathe. Relax the neck. Good. Keep hold. 3, 2, 1. Gently release. Lovely. Okay, we're going to come into a seated position. I don't mind how you're sat. You can be sat kneeling, cross-legged, legs out in front. You can tuck under those toes just to stretch out the back of the feet, which can be quite nice. From here, we're going to bring one arm across, just stretch out that shoulder. Good. Try and relax the shoulder, draw it across. Good. And then with that same arm, we're going to take it back into a tricep. So taking it back, just a gentle pull on that elbow there, feeling that stretch down the front of that arm. Lovely, keep hold. 3, 2, 1, and release. Good, other side. So bring that shoulder across first off. Just watch out for the elbow joint. Good, and then take it into that tricep, take it back. Feel that stretch on the front of that arm. 3, 2, 1. Chin to the chest. We're going to round the back. Try and separate the shoulder blades as much as you can. So feel that stretch all the way across the upper back muscles. Lovely. From here, bring the chin up, extend the arms out in front, reach those fingertips towards the other side of the room. Same again, keep separating the shoulder blades. 3, 2, 1. Take the arms behind, keep the chest upright, squeeze the shoulder blades together, open up the chest. Good, inhale through the nose. And exhale out through the mouth. Wonderful. And then gently release. From here, reach up towards the ceiling. Reach up as high and tall as you can. Extend the fingertips. We're then going for a gentle lean to the side. So just place a gentle pull on that wrist. Good. Breathe into that stretch. And then inhale. On the exhale, let's go on to the other side. Wonderful. And then gently back down. Good. Just ease out those wrists. Good. And then change the direction. Lovely. And then release. One more stretch. Point the fingertips up towards the sky. We're going to have a gentle pull there, just stretching out the wrists and all those muscles, the forearms. Good. Breathe into that stretch, especially when we're using our fingers and fine motor skills every day. Lovely. And then gently release. Good. Other side. So fingertips up towards the ceiling. Pull those fingertips gently back towards you. Good. For that stretch in the wrist, in the forearms. Nice big inhale. On the exhale, gently release. Good. Roll the shoulders up and back down. Okay, just into a neck stretch. Neck to one side, fingertips on top. Open up that neck all the way into that shoulder. If you want, really drop that shoulder down towards the floor. Extend those fingertips. Breathe into that stretch for a moment. And if you move the chin, you'll find that stretch moves. So find where you'd like that stretch today. And then inhale. On the exhale, let's go on to the other side. And then inhale. On the exhale, gently back to center. Oh, wonderful. Brilliant. Well, hopefully you feel a little bit more stretched out, a little bit more loosey-goosey. Time just to breathe as well for yourself. So I hope you have a fantastic day. If you want to keep stretching, please do. But hopefully I will get to see you soon from some more Pilates in Bali.